She's the one that's not spending time. She's spending time with her little midget friend, Rufus.
Oh, okay. So both of you have other little friends and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's her. She's always going to these little people
You know
clubs.
what? We're going to focus on the kids, not your adult extracurricular activities, okay?
Yeah.
Here we go again, another courtroom drama where I deserve more is the entire argument. Lida's driving Marcus to court, claiming his bigger paycheck means she's automatically entitled to a bigger cut. Because of course in today's world, a man's success isn't just his. It's a payday for someone else. Child support? More like a second income for some of these modern women who treat it as a personal bonus instead of something meant for the kid. And the worst part? The system often plays right into it. No accountability, no questions, just hand over the cash. But let's cut the chatter and get straight into it.
Ms. Hamilton, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to request a child support modification.
Oh my God.
Preferably an increase in child support
Okay.
from Mr. Hamilton.
All right. And what is the basis of your increase?
Well, he seems to never have time.
Wait a minute, pause. What is all of this going on over here?
Can't believe she got me here.
You have somewhere else to be? Do you
No.
have something else to do?
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good. Go ahead.
So as long as you're going to sit there, you're going to behave, okay? Okay, thank you. You may continue.
Thank you, Yana. Well, it seems like he never has time for his kids, and
How many kids do you all have?
we have 2 kids, Your Honor.
Okay. Were you all ever married?
Never married.
Okay.
I don't have time for a whoremonger.
A who?
A whoremonger. He's a whoremonger.
Okay, you know what? We're not even here to address whether or not he's a whoremonger or not. We're here to talk about a modification in child support, right?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry,
Okay,
Your
so
Honor.
let's stay focused on what we're talking about. Continue.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I just feel like...
Don't apologize. Just do what I asked you to do and continue.
Yes, ma'am. I just feel his ways, are interfering with his time that he's supposed to have with his kids. And I'm requesting an increase because...
So you're requesting an increase because
he doesn't have time. And if he doesn't have time, that means he has new clients. And new clients equals more money.
let me first of all, let me just say this. I'm getting ready to put some brakes or something on you because you are just really fidgety over here. Just be still. I'm going to come to you. You are going to have your opportunity to speak. Thank you. I didn't say be a mannequin. I just said be still. Okay? Now, ma'am, his clients, his women, you called him a whoremonger, all of that. That is not a legitimate basis for wanting a modification in child support. Let me help you a little bit. Do you know that he's made more money or something?
Yes, I'm quite sure that he has made money. Maybe I should not get so personal.
Yes,
with Mr.
please
Hamilton
don't, because
here.
I don't have time,
Let
and
me-
quite
let me-
frankly, that has
let me
nothing
get
to
it
do with me,
together.
and I do not care. We need to know about the money. So let's start again. You believe that he's made more money.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. What does he do for a living?
He's an accountant, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to move to him, okay? Now, sir, Mr. Can't Be Still, how much money do you make a year?
70.
$70,000, okay. And let me ask you this, why haven't you been spending any time with your kids?
I do spend time with my kids. I don't know what she's talking
Define
about.
how you spend time with your kids. What do you
Let's
do?
see. Taking them to Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
Cooking.
Okay, that's
taking them to the
parenting. We're not-
park. Yeah,
okay.
fun stuff.
Okay.
She's the one that's not spending time. She's spending time with her little midget friend, Rufus.
Oh, okay. So both of you have other little friends and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's her. She's always going to these little people
You know
clubs.
what? We're going to focus on the kids, not your adult extracurricular activities. Okay.
All right, this whole courtroom showdown is a train wreck in slow motion. Delilah storms in like she's presenting the case of the century, demanding more child support just because Marquis is making more money. And right on cue, she plays the he's never around card, painting him as some absentee father while he's sitting there insisting he spends time with his kids. But Delilah isn't trying to hear that. Instead, she cranks up the drama, throwing out insults, even calling him a whoremonger like we've stepped into some medieval soap opera. Meanwhile, Marquis is sitting there, fed up, rolling his eyes like, why am I even here? But before he gets too comfortable, Judge Vonda slams the brakes on him real quick. And the best part? While Delilah is ranting, Marquis starts shifting in his seat like a kid who just got caught sneaking cookies. Judge Vonda clocks it immediately and warns him, I'm gonna have to put the brakes on you. My guy looked like he had somewhere way more important to be. Then Delilah, in peak pettiness, tries to claim Marquis is rolling in cash. He hits her with, I make $70K a year, like that's supposed to be breaking the bank. And just when you think it's over, Marquis flips the whole script, calling out Delilah for barely being around the kids herself because she's too busy running around with her buddy Rufus. This whole situation is messy, petty, and absolutely unhinged, but one thing's crystal clear. Delilah looks desperate, trying to turn this man's success into her personal payday while barely holding up her end as a parent. So what do you all think? Is she justified, or is this just another classic cash grab? Drop a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe for more courtroom chaos.
So let's keep it focused on the kids.
You
So
don't
you'll
know
spend the
nothing
time,
about
y'all
me.
cook, y'all do all those things together,
right.
Okay, ma'am.
See?
Now you heard me, excuse me. I'll fix that, okay? Now you heard me say something to him about speaking out of turn, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm going to need you to put a muzzle on that mouth.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Sir, now, you make $70,000 a year now, correct?
Yes,
Correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, just making sure your documents that you turned in are accurate and correct. I see 70,000, 2 kids. Okay, who covers health insurance?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
102.
102. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you're gonna keep that same health insurance, okay?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
drop the kids or anything because you're upset with her.
Rufus will be the one to drop it since he's so
You
little.
know what? Rufus is not in here. Is Rufus the father of either of these kids?
No.
If he is not, we're not going to sit up and talk about Rufus, and we're not going to talk about his clients, okay?
Yes, Your
Because quite frankly, I don't want to hear it. It has nothing to do with this unless Rufus is going to give you some extra money for these kids.
Too short.
Okay, his height has nothing to do with his ability to make money, sir. Nothing. All right? So, based on my calculations of the $70,000 a year, I have your gross at $5,800. Then I also, you say you all have 2 children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you don't have any outside children or anything like that? Just 2 total?
No, she just got Rufus. We can add him on to that.
We're
too.
not adding
And you know you have
Rufus.
outside
Rufus
kids. I don't know what you're sitting over there
excuse me.
lying for. You know you
Excuse
got
me,
2 kids and
ma'am.
probably one on the way. Yes, Your
Do you
Honor.
hear me speaking?
Yes,
She
Your Honor.
look pregnant
Okay.
right now.
You
so
know
I don't
what? That's
I like your
now I
nerve
see why
on
you
shiny
guys
head
could
tail.
never be married. Excuse me, I think I'm talking. Last time I checked, this was my courtroom, right?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, so I don't need you all talking to each other because it's obvious why the 2 of you are not together. Okay? So I have your gross at $5,800, your net at $4,638.68, and you pay health insurance for the children. Excuse me. So you pay health insurance. How much is health insurance?
102.
102. Let me make sure I give you a credit for that. So with the credit, child support is $1,043.70. Sir, is there anything wrong? Did I say something wrong? Because you do understand that child support is based on a calculation based on the amount of money that you make, correct? That was a question I need you to answer out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So is there if there's nothing further, anybody have any more questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you just make him see his kids more instead of just putting them on the back burner? Yes.
Well, I can't necessarily make him do that. I can't order him to do that because this is not custody court, okay? I will
She's not
encourage
even
you,
there
sir.
when I have the kids.
Okay, sir. What were you saying?
She's not there when I have the kids, so she don't know what I'm doing. And
And
I'm
I
not
agree
coming
with
to her
that.
dirty house.
You know what? We're not talking about the cleanliness of her house. I agree with that. You don't necessarily know what he is doing with the kids, but sir, I encourage you, not saying that you don't, I do encourage you to spend some time with your children, okay?
I can show you pictures on my phone right now, videos. She don't know.
Right, because
She
she's
just
worried about
I
Rufus, right?
Exactly.
The kids tell
Okay.
me.
Yeah. Well,
I know what they tell me.
Well, you know what?
Man,
Whatever, you know
she
what?
making
These are
up
children.
stuff.
So you have to know that children are not always very honest, okay? So
They
if
want to
there's
be with
nothing
me.
for-
That's what the problem is.
Well, you know what? If they want to be with you, then y'all can come in here at a different time and modify that. But you're not going to do it in here. You're going to do it in custody court. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Where Rufus at now? He ain't here to help
Look,
me.
you mind your business. You don't worry about Rufus.
Whatever.
Ain't no Rufus.
Man, this case was a wild ride from start to finish. After all the chaos, Judge Vonda lays it down, telling Marquis he better not drop the kid from his insurance. And Marquis, he fires back with the funniest response ever. He says, the only person who dropped it is Rufus, and he's too little. But he doesn't stop there. He keeps going, saying he's not about to hand Delilah extra money for the kids because, let's be real, Rufus is too short to pitch in. And while they're at it, Why not just add Rufus to the insurance too? But just when you think he's done, Marquis goes for one last shot, looking Delilah dead in the eye and saying she looks pregnant right now. The courtroom is already on edge, but Judge Vonda finally shuts it all down and hands him the verdict. $1,000 a month in child support. And Delilah? Still trying to squeeze in the last word, begging the judge to force Marquis to spend more time with the kids. The kicker: she doesn't even know how much time he actually spends with them. She's just salty because the kids would rather be with their dad. And for the final knockout, Marquis hits her with one last dagger. Where's Rufus now? He can't help you. Absolute madness. But if you enjoyed this breakdown, check out one of these videos right here and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all in the next one.